Good morning, I'm Jake Sherman, and welcome to the Daily Punch, brought to you by Punchbowl News. It's Tuesday, August 24th, 2021. Let's get into the mix. Here are your Washington headlines for the day. The House struggles on infrastructure and the budget. Lots of news on Afghanistan. And the January 6th Commission looks for a wide swath of data. Let's get into the mix. You know, it's one of those mornings that actually I'm not sure if it's the morning or the night. I didn't get home until early this morning from the House of Representatives, which struggled big time yesterday to pass an infrastructure, to pass anything. They didn't even get to the floor. So here's what happened. Nancy Pelosi brought the House of Representatives back into session this week to pass a budget resolution, and they didn't even get close to that. Why are they struggling? Well, we've said for weeks, for months, for an indeterminate amount of time, as long as we can remember, that Pelosi would struggle here. Pelosi has a caucus filled with people like Josh Gottheimer, Kurt Schrader, Ed Case, Carolyn Bordeaux, who do not want to vote for the budget and who, frankly, were not happy with how Pelosi was handling this process. Why were they not happy? Well, they wanted an infrastructure bill before the budget. We've laid out those reasons a million times. They've been saying this for weeks, and Pelosi has summarily basically ignored them and has said, and basically started negotiating yesterday over this entire process, which is not a great way to go. So Pelosi started talking to Gottheimer yesterday when the moderates kept saying they were going to bring down the budget resolution and the procedural vote, the rule that preceded the resolution. Where are they right now? Well, the moderates basically backed down. They are now negotiating for a date certain, a date by which the infrastructure bill will get a vote in the House of Representatives. That's a significant bounce back or step back from where they were. So what have we learned from this process? Number one, Nancy Pelosi and her leadership team definitely misplayed their hands here. Pelosi didn't start talking to Gottheimer until yesterday. This was all easily avoidable. Now, Pelosi's team will say that moderates extracted nothing from them, and that will be a victory for her. But frankly, Pelosi and her leadership team misplayed their hands. Gottheimer and the moderates. Now, Gottheimer and the moderates folded. There's nothing else to say about them besides they folded. They say that they won't let the infrastructure bill lay over for several months, and that's fine. They could say whatever they want. But, you know, now it gets thrown into the mix of the September legislative disaster that's coming up, debt ceiling, government funding, all the things we've been talking about for some time now. Infrastructure will now be in that mix. Whoever thought that was a good idea will be quickly disabused of that in a couple of weeks. Now, wait until reconciliation if you think this is hard. I mean, this is the easy stuff. Now you're going to ask Democrats to vote for tax increases, spending increases, all sorts of increases in all sorts of parts of government. And that's going to be really, really, really difficult. How about the debt limit and government funding? I mean, remember those? Those are going to be incredibly difficult to deal with. We caught Nancy Pelosi at about 12:15 this morning when she was leaving the Capitol shortly before I was leaving the Capitol, and she said, I asked her, is there a date certain that you're discussing for infrastructure legislation? She said, we'll see tomorrow, won't we now? So we will see today, and we'll keep you posted on that. Number two story of the day, lots of news on Afghanistan. Going to run through this quickly for you. The White House says 58,700 people have been evacuated, 21,600 from Kabul in the last 24 hours. Every member of the House is trying to process these special immigrant visas, and it's really overpowering. It's really what everyone's talking about in the House of Representatives. Second piece of news on Afghanistan is this. A big scoop from John Hudson. CIA Director Bill Burns had held secret meeting in Kabul. Very big scoop from John Hudson over at the Washington Post. Number three, I mean, Joe Biden's allies on Capitol Hill are really abandoning him on Afghanistan, quite frankly. Schiff laid it all on the line, basically saying that the intelligence assessments were not flawed. Nothing he saw was flawed, and they don't believe. He and Jason Crow, two Intelligence Committee members, say there is no evidence of an intelligence failure. Okay. So with friends like that, you have to wonder who Joe Biden is counting on Capitol Hill.
For many of us, it's back to the office and back to school time. Establishing a consistent bedtime and wake time routine is key because quality sleep helps boost energy, recovery, and well-being. Sleepers who routinely use their Sleep Number 360 smart bed features and Sleep IQ technology get almost 100 hours more proven quality sleep per year. Over 1/3 of Sleep IQ sleepers have a preferred sleep number setting of 35, 40, or 45. But remember, it's completely adjustable and up to you. Sleep IQ sleepers who say they exercise regularly are the most restful overall, have the highest Sleep IQ score, and the lowest average heart rate and breath rate compared to those who exercise occasionally or rarely. When it comes to how couples sleep, one of the largest factors is sleep temperature. In fact, 83% of couples report one or both partners sleep too hot or too cold. Discover the Sleep Number 360 smart bed. Now, during the biggest sale of the year, all beds are on sale. Save 50% on a new limited edition smart bed plus special financing. For a limited time only at Sleep Number stores or sleepnumber.com. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See sleepnumber.com for details.
Support for Daily Punch comes from 3M. From helping drive vaccine and therapy development with advanced purification technologies to developing an adjuvant that helps boost vaccine effectiveness, the research scientists at 3M are delivering innovative healthcare solutions to help us today and prepare us to better tackle what's next. Learn more at 3m.com/improving lives. 3M Science, applied to life.
Number 3 story of the day. Benny Thompson says he's seeking phone records for several hundred people in the January 6th probe. This can mean White House staff, private citizens, journalists. We're not sure what Thompson's universe includes, except it does include members of Congress. So that will be something to watch. We will watch that very closely in the coming days, weeks, and months. With that, leave us a rating and review. Smash that follow button. You can subscribe to Punchbowl News at punchbowl.news. Have a great day and stay safe.